here with Norm Muller, who runs the St. Michael's Laundry Service, affectionately known as Norm to all of us. Hi, Norm.
Hi. Glad to meet you, Tony. You going to sing for us?
Not today. This is your show today, Norm.
Okay.
I wonder if you could show us the workings of the laundry service. Give everyone an idea of what goes on.
Oh, I'd love that. I'd love it. Sure.
All right. Okay.
We'll start at the back end because that's where everything really starts. That's where the bundle. And back here, we're starting where your bundles are actually received.
Okay.
They're brought in through the dock doors, obviously.
Who picks that up? Is that
we have
four trucks that
yeah,
pick
we
them
have
up?
two trucks that bring in the bundles. We have the dorms assigned to various. Come in, they're put in these big pens, which we call play pens, just dumped in there from dorms, and then later on we parcel them out 20, 22 to a bucket. They shake a bundle, look at the number on the bag, write the number down, and from there on it's a matter of itemizing, looking in the pockets, seeing if the numbers are on the clothes. If it's not marked, mark it, bagging the stuff in the proper bags, throwing the what we call fugitive clothes into one pile, the jeans in another, classification. To the washroom and weighed, and then they're moved on back into the what we call a holding area. They're staged right here because we wash at night. We have a night crew comes in at 5:30 and washes until whenever they get done.
Mm-hmm.
We do have the little washers that we do your shirts in, these types of dress shirts. We do the dress shirts in here. Depending upon the workload, we may do some underwear in there, but or socks, but we do mainly shirts and all air dry. All stuff like this, which can't stand heat. These things with these silly decals all over them, which you put them in heat and they go like this to each other, and they stick.
Stuff that shrinks in the dryer that's air dry.
Yeah, stuff that is not supposed to have heat, and that's why they're termed air dry, because they don't get any heat. Of course, heat doesn't dry.
Oh, it doesn't?
Air dries. Yeah, that's right. Heat only expands the water bubble.
Common misconception.
Most of the things are done in our washing system, which is composed of this entire system here, controlled by the computer inside there.
Is this computer run?
Yes, it's all computerized with a remote. This is the remote here.
Something from the space shuttle, perhaps.
No, it's close. It is state of the art. There's no doubt about it. Goes through here. All the chemicals are controlled by the computer. All we have to do is say, hey, this is what's going in. And if it goes into mod 3 and it says, okay, these are white clothes, we need to bleach here, and it says this is the type of bleach we're using, it inputs the chemicals through the central supply. And this is it.
So the clothes start at that end, and all of them just finish
like a big corkscrew inside.
Oh, I see.
And actually, it dumps from the end mod out, and then the next one, and so on down like this, and then the conveyor advances, goes up, and drops the next load in.
I see.
And then we have the 2 stations of press where we squish the water out, and we can vary the pressure there, which we do because you don't want to set wrinkles into things. And then they go into the dryer, either 1 or 2, and stuff that goes through in bags is not dried in there. It's only, we take out a little of the moisture. We then dump it out the back. It dumps automatically into a, basket. A girl on the other end opens the bag, shakes the contents out, and they're moved into the drying room for final drying. The reason being, if you dried them in the bags, they dry with wrinkles in them. And there's no way then you can get the wrinkles out without wetting them again. Pressed. It goes to whatever press is appropriate here. This press is jeans. It doesn't really press them. It takes all the wrinkles out of them. That's what it does. But it presses no creases into them.
I see.
You hook them up there and put the legs over the bottom, hit it, and it steams up and down and steams them dry.
Okay.
That's the end of it. And then we take them off and lay them down. This is used to press flannel shirts. These 2. And of course the steam presses press all the other stuff that comes through here, the polos that get too wrinkled. The shirt is shirt is ready for folding, they just stick this, they stick the shirt on top of it. And then it becomes, I'm always hesitant to hit this damn bundle, or where's the...
Down.
There's a button somewhere where this thing is going to go boom, boom, like and I'm not sure. Wait a minute.
Where's it?
Just
stand back.
Would, eh?
Oh my God.
And
Is that broken?
No, no.
Oh, okay.
Then they bring it back down and do something else with it, and it's folded.
Gee.
Yeah, I know. Well, you and I don't do this, but they do this for a living,
Right.
and they know what to do, and it works real well for them. And that's how they put. Then they take the little bands here,
Right.
like this.
You
and
don't
they
know
just
those.
round it. Folded goods comes back here where these girls are, right now, in baskets. And this is where we start the reassembly problem.
Right.
And this is where the problems begin to occur. This is a rechecking. Now the problem, one of the reasons problems we've had with this one was, it doesn't look like it, but we washed this shirt, and unfortunately the colors in it ran all over the other shirts. Now there's nothing in here that doesn't say don't wash. It says machine wash warm water. Well, we do this. We don't use any bleach. We didn't do anything that we shouldn't. But the red ran all over the place. See, here's the sock problem.
Okay.
No marks. There
Right.
isn't
Whose sock is this?
there isn't, yeah, whose sock is it? There isn't a sock, there isn't anybody in the world that ever claims these.
Maybe you could adopt a sock today.
We have an Adopt a Sock program every year.
Look at this,
And
isn't
we can always have it after the spring break, and we will again this year. But yeah, there's just single socks. There's no pairs in there, they're just singles. This was an actual wrapping.
Shh, be very quiet, we don't want to disturb it. The actual wrapping.
An actual wrapping of an actual bundle in lot 7B, which probably belonged to somebody in where? Alumni?
Make some alumni student proud.
Yes.
See this.
Holy Cross, I'm
Watch this.
sorry, HC. And there it goes. Zippy-dee-doo-dah. And it's all ready. Goes into a bucket. Girls out there, put the thing away.
Okay.
Okay?
All
The last part of the whole process is girls on the
Yeah.
front door.
All right. The front line to handle all the complaints.
Oh, Carol handles the complaints. These, come here, kid. Come here, hon.
Take
Come
a bow.
on. You can take a shirt.
Girl, get back there.
Oh, yeah, I know that,
Put
but
up here.
this is the one that,
D, get D too.
where's D?
Yes, I'm not doing. I always.
Come here,
have to-
D.
Are you?
These are the
on?
girls that,
So Mike, what number do you go up to? Like you have now freshmen are 5, I think.
no,
Oh,
freshmen this year is 6.
are 6.
Next year they're going to be 7.
And you go up to 9,
And then to
start
0.
over. 0. Oh,
So every 10 years, the numbers are, quote, reissued.
I see.
We figure you ought to be out of here by then.
On the 10-year plan.
The 10-year plan.
One
right.
more year, Mom. Okay.
Okay.
Well, thanks a lot.
Well,
Norm.
thank you. Go on by, bring the gang. Give them all a tour.
Okay, thanks.
One at a, or a few at a time.
Well, that was it. Got to saw the guts of the St. Michael's laundry service. I don't know. I was talking to Norm after the interview, and there were some things he did not want to reveal on camera, such as the labor problems that he was having with some of the people. That's why Norm was there today. Unfortunately, nothing was working. Yawn. Another thing is about 3 to 4 people lose their lives a year in that machinery, so they don't like to talk about that. There's a little plaque in his office dedicated to those people. In fact, he said as a joke, which I thought was kind of sick, they lose more lives than shirts. So, I mean, that's a sense of humor. Prepared rush. That was because Norm had an important meeting with members of the Environmental Protection Agency. Supposedly, as Jan and I have discovered, St. Michael's Laundry is dumping tons of phosphate into the lakes and streams of northern Indiana, causing fish and marine life to die. When Norm showed us all those clothes that had not been claimed, Jen and I got to thinking, that just looked like the tip of the iceberg. And in fact it was. most of the clothes that we lose here at the laundry service is actually worn by members of the laundry service or given to their children. You may have noted in this short little expose that some of the people, some of the girls, as Norm likes to call them, were wearing Grace Hall basketball shirts. I wonder where they got those. All in all, I think it was a pretty interesting and informative experience. But even though you've seen it on film and all, you have to come there and experience it for yourself. Norm invited each and every one of you guys to come on down and talk to him, although he said not all at once. But I think it would be really interesting to go there, and maybe you could go when they're actually running something, so it might be more interesting. Plus, the atmosphere should not be missed. So this is Tony Bennett for Grace Hall Television saying...